The risk might be related to fluctuations in the price of any oil, price of any foreign exchange rate, or any stock market levels. Any variable you can take, any example you can take. If they are going to fluctuate, if there is change, in such case, what happens? The investor is going to be in risk. So to control that, to reduce that risk, these participants, what they are going to do in future market is they will hedge the futures. So they are going to use certain strategies how to reduce this risk. So all those comes under this hedging strategies. When we can say that it is a perfect hedge, which hedge is called as perfect hedge? Perfect hedge means nothing but if you are going to eliminate the whole risk completely, the whole risk that you are going to face due to the fluctuations in the market, futures market. So that hedge is called as what? Perfect hedge. So perfect hedges are very rare, we can't see frequently because elimination of the whole risk is not possible in all the cases. Only in rare cases we can do that. Okay, what are the different types of hedging that I am going to share here, strategies that the people are going to use. Can you see the screen? See, there are different strategies or types of hedging. What are they? Let us see. Hedging strategies which are used for futures market. Already we have done how price of the futures can be calculated. So under these hedging strategies, we are going to use the basic principles like short hedges, long hedges. What is a short hedge? So if there is any short hedging that is related with the short position in futures contract. What is short position? Already we have discussed about the short position while discussing about the pricing, right? Who comes under the short position? Buyer or seller? Buyer or seller? Short position ఎవరిదమ్మా? Short position ఎవరు అంటాం? మీరు ఈ ఊరికి అలా జాయిన్ అయితే నాకు చిరాకు వస్తుందమ్మా. చెప్పండి, ఏదో ఒక రెస్పాన్స్ ఇవ్వండి. అమ్మా, బయ్యరా సెల్లరా? Seller comes short position, long position?
Buyer.
అంటే అంత బాగా వింటున్నారు మీ క్లాసులు. ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ కూడా చేస్తాము అప్ప. లాంగ్ పొజిషన్ ఎంత వస్తుంది, షార్ట్ పొజిషన్ ఎంత వస్తుంది. మీరు ఇలా అయిపోతే నేను ఏం చేసేది? ఇంకా అన్ని మళ్ళీ ప్రూఫ్లు చూపించాలి. చూపిస్తే కానీ మళ్ళీ మీరు అక్కడికి రారు. లాంగ్ పొజిషన్ ఎవరిది ఉంది? లాంగ్ పొజిషన్ ఇక్కడ ఈ ప్రాబ్లంలో చేశాం కదా. లాంగ్ పొజిషన్ ఇస్ రిలేటెడ్ విత్ ద బయ్యర్ అండ్ షార్ట్ పొజిషన్ ఇస్ రిలేటెడ్ విత్ సెల్లర్. సో ఒక్కరు చెప్పారు అది ఆన్సర్. సో ఇక్కడ షార్ట్ పొజిషన్ అంటున్నాం షార్ట్ హెడ్జింగ్ కి. సో దట్ మీన్స్ హూ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు ఇన్వాల్వ్ ఇన్ దట్? Who is going to involve? Seller or buyer? ఎవరుంటారు షార్ట్ హెడ్జ్ లో? ఇప్పుడే చెప్పాను కదా మా షార్ట్ పొజిషన్ ఈస్ రిలేటెడ్ విత్ ద సెల్లర్ అన్నాను కదా. సో దట్ మీన్స్ హూ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు ఇన్వాల్వ్ హియర్? ద సెల్లర్. సో దిస్ షార్ట్ హెడ్జ్ this is going to involve the short position in future contracts. That means a short hedge is appropriate when the hedger is already owns an asset. If you own an asset only, then only you will become the seller, no? And he is going to expect to sell it at some time in future. So if this is going to take place, that is called as what? Short hedge. Future lo ammalanunta expect chestam sale cheyalani. So danni short hedging ante selling time lo if that person is going to face any risk that is going to be reduced, then it is called as what? A short hedge. Long hedge is related with the buyer, no? So this buyer, as a buyer, a person is also going to be in an risk due to the future changes, fluctuations in the prices of that product which assert that the person is going to purchase. So this is related with the, this is involved with the what? Long position in a futures contract. So which is called as what? Long hedge. So in this long hedge, who is going to involve? Buyer is going to involve. So this is appropriate when a company knows that it will have to purchase a certain asset in future and wants to lock in a price. When locking is done, at present they are going to lock the price. So that what they are going to do is they are going to reduce the risk due to fluctuations. Okay, so that is called as what? Long hedge. So in types of hedges also we are going to come across these two, short hedges and long hedges. This I am not going to repeat it again here. The third type of hedging is anticipatory hedge. What is anticipatory? What is the meaning of anticipatory? Anticipate ante enti meaning? Expect cheyadam. మీనింగ్స్ కూడా తెలియకపోతే ఎట్లాగమ్మా? సో దీంట్లో యాంటిసిపేటరీ హెడ్జ్ లో ఏమవుతుంది? దీంట్లో లాంగ్ హెడ్జింగ్ పొజిషన్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి ఇన్వాల్వ్. సో దిస్ లాంగ్ పొజిషన్ hedging position taken to provide participation in a market before an investor is ready to take a position. So that means the underlying asset before he is going to get back. This may be related with cash instruments. So whenever long position means already you know the buyer, the investor, so who is going to get the position of the cash instruments that are related to him, in for which he entered into the futures market or futures contract. In such case, anticipatory hedge is done. And also in case of a short equivalent position, to protect against a decline when tax or other considerations force a delay in sale, in such case also this anticipatory hedge will be taking place. So short means the seller, right? So that person, when he wants to protect himself, from where he want to protect means whenever any decline in tax or other consideration, any other changes in the prices. So this will be forcing to delay in the sale of the related long position. So అది ముందే anticipate చేసి expect చేసి what the seller is going to do is he will delay to enter into the this short position. Okay, so like that anticipatory will help them in hedging their hedging means always you have to keep in mind that reducing the risk. Okay, and coming to the other type of hedges, that is cross hedges. What is cross hedging? Cross means if in one case, if the investor or the seller, he is going to get any risk, he is going to face any risk. So what that person is going to do is he will go for another one who is going to give him good position, so which is having the same price movements in the market. అంటే ఒక దానికి బదులుగా ఇంకొక దానికి వెళ్ళడం, ఒకటి రిస్క్ లో ఉంది అని అంటే ఏం చేస్తాడు, that to overcome that risk on one investment, he will be going for the other one which is going to earn more profits to him. Okay, so that means he is recovering the loss from one contract to contract with the other one which is going to give him benefit, which is called as what? A cross hedging. So even though the two goods which he is going to purchase are not identical, they are related to create a hedge position as long as the prices move in the same direction. You can take good example for cross hedging, crude oil futures contract. So if you have entered into crude oil futures contract, you can go for the other one, it is natural gas, if natural gas is there. So in such case, this person who is going to come in, enter into the long position of futures contract, this future contract of crude oil, he can enter into the short position in natural gas. Okay, so like that he is going to do the cross hedging. Here natural gas is different and crude oil is different. They are not identical products, but still their price movements are similar. In such a case, to hedge his risk, hedging purpose, he is going to use such type of contract, such type of investment and selling of the future contract, so which comes under this cross hedges. Okay, and the next type we can see that legacy hedge. Legacy hedge means in this hedge, what the company is going to do is it is going to hold for an extended period of time. If the contract is going to end today, what this person is going to do is he will extend his period. So like that, if any hedging is done, that means at present the price may be different. In future, after 1 week or 10 days, if he is going to extend his period, at that time the price may be different, no? So for that, what this person is going to do is he will go for legacy hedge. That means he will extend his period of time. He will hold that future contracts. So this will be in most of the cases the commodity companies will be doing, such as commodity companies means like you can go for gold, oil producers. So they will be doing this legacy hedge frequently. So they will be having certain reserves with them, no? So they will use this legacy hedging instead of selling the product now itself at the present price. If they are not satisfied with that price, they will hold that product for some more time, and when they feel that the price is going to give him proper profits, so in such a case he will sell that product which he is going to hold now. So you will keep that products as reserves. Okay. Normally farmers also will do the same thing. What their crops they are going to store in the reserves, and when the price of the crop is very good, what they will do at that time they will sell the product. Okay. So in this manner, if they are going to do legacy hedge, means they will be provided with guaranteed prices, and they will be earning certain stable revenues. So for that, they can go for this legacy hedging. And the other type of hedging is Rio hedge. Rio hedge means the idea behind with this Rio hedge is that if the investment goes bad means nothing but either legally or through financial loss. If there is any financial loss is taking place, they will use this Rio hedge. So in this Rio hedge, what these people are going to do is the investor will use the tickets. The ticket will be issued to them. So in a particular market or tropical location, if they want to use that ticket, they can use it. Why they are going to use these tickets means to escape the risk. So in this manner, if any tickets which was issued to overcome the risk, which is called as what? Rio hedge. And another type of hedging is Chinese hedge. What is Chinese hedge? So in this Chinese hedge, a short position is involved in a convertible security. What is convertible security? What is convertible security? Which you can easily convert it from one security to the other security is called as convertible security. అంతే కదా convertible debentures అంటాం. What is the use of convertible debentures? Instead of this debt, you can convert them into equity, right? Isn't it? So like that, securities can be converted. So in this case, they will go for Chinese hedge. In case of convertible securities, they are going to take a short position, not the long position. And the long position in its underlying assets, if any underlying assets are there, in such case, long position is taken. So this will be helping you to capitalize on mispriced conversion factors. That means any mispriced factors are there, factors of this financial market. So in such a case, to capitalize them, this Chinese hedge will be utilized here. The trader will earn profit when the underlying assets is going to be depreciated or diminished, or diminishing the premium on the convertible security. So this Chinese hedge is also known as what? A reverse hedge. Reverse hedge anta Chinese hedge. Okay. And then next comes perfect hedge. Perfect means already I told you at the beginning itself what is perfect hedge. So wherever you are going to eliminate the whole risk, that is called as what? Perfect hedge. ఇప్పుడు చెప్పిందా ఇప్పుడు గుర్తుండి అట్లా మీకు. So all market risk from a portfolio is going to be eliminated under this perfect hedge. So that means 100% of a position is going to be reduced here. So I already told you that perfect hedge is not always seen. It is found very rarely in the market because 100% reduction of risk is not possible in all the cases. No? So in rare cases, you are going to find this perfect hedge. Next type of hedging is rolling hedges. What is rolling hedges? What is rolling? So if there is any high level of liquidity present with exchange traded futures and options, in order to achieve a continual risk offsetting position, this rolling hedge is done. How this rolling hedge is done means by closing out the existing positions as they near the maturity. And the maturity period, if it is going to be coming nearer, in such case, this rolling hedge is done. How it is done means by closing the existing positions. So whatever the position that you are, either it may be long position or a short position, that will be closed before reaching the maturity period. And then they are going to open the new positions. New positions with maturity dates further in the future. Okay. ఇప్పుడున్న దాంట్లో రిస్క్ వస్తుంది అనుకుంటే ఇప్పుడు అప్పుడే క్లోజ్ చేసేస్తే మెచ్యూరిటీ పీరియడ్ రీచ్ అవ్వకముందే క్లోజ్ చేసేస్తే న్యూ పొజిషన్స్ లోకి ఎంటర్ అవ్వడం. ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ ఇన్ లాంగ్ పొజిషన్ షార్ట్ పొజిషన్ కి ఎంటర్ అవడం మెచ్యూరిటీ పీరియడ్ రాకముందే, అంటే ఒక దాంట్లో నుంచి నేను ఇంకొక దాంట్లోకి రోల్ అవ్వడం అనమాట, షిఫ్ట్ అవ్వడం, రోలింగ్ హెడ్జ్ అంటే. ఓకే, and the next one it is stake hedge or strip hedge. Stake అంటే ఏంటమ్మా? Stake అంటే a sequence of short term risk offsetting contracts. ఒక సీక్వెన్స్ లో షార్ట్ టర్మ్ రిస్క్ అన్నిటిని ఆఫ్సెట్ చేసుకుంటారు, అంటే తగ్గించుకుంటూ రావడం. ఇట్లాంటి కాంట్రాక్ట్స్ అన్నిటిని స్టేక్ హెడ్జ్ అంటాం. సీక్వెన్స్ లో ఉంటాయి అన్ని, స్టేక్ హెడ్జ్ అనాలి అంటే. స్ట్రిప్ హెడ్జ్ అంటే so in strip hedge, non-coinciding option contracts expires on dates appropriate to the risk being hedged. అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏమంటున్నా, ఏ కోయిన్స్ అవ్వకుండా ఉన్న ఆప్షన్ కాంట్రాక్ట్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా, అవి ఎక్స్పైర్ అయ్యి ఒక అప్రోప్రియేట్ డేట్ లో ఎక్స్పైరింగ్ అయ్యి దాన్ని హెడ్జ్ చేయడాన్ని స్ట్రిప్ హెడ్జింగ్ అంట. ఓకే, సో ఇవి స్టేక్ హెడ్జ్, స్ట్రిప్ హెడ్జ్, ఆల్ దీస్ ఆర్ ద different types of hedges that you will come across. Okay, so I will show you in lengthy answers what is this long hedge, short hedge ante enti anedi you know very well. You have done that while doing the problems. So for this I gave here an appropriate examples here. See here in short hedge, it can these questions you can expect short hedge and the long hedges even in the short answer questions. So what I explained that I am showing in the PPT. Example also I have taken here. This example you have to give. So here cattle rancher is going to plan to sell a pen of feeder cattle. That means whatever you are going to feed the cattle rancher ante ఏంటమ్మా? రాంచర్ అంటే ఈ క్యాటిల్ ని బాగా ఎక్కువగా పెంచేవాళ్ళు అనమాట. సో అతను ప్లాన్ చేస్తాడు, దానికి ఫీడ్ చేసే ఇది ఉంటుంది కదా రా మెటీరియల్. సో దాని గురించి ఇక్కడ షార్ట్ హెడ్జ్ చేస్తున్నాడు, స్పాట్ ప్రైసెస్ ని బేస్ చేసుకొని. సో అతను ఏం ఎజ్యూమ్ చేస్తున్నాడు అనేది ఇక్కడ మీరు చూడొచ్చు. ఏం హెడ్జ్ చేస్తున్నాడు చూడండి. కరెంట్లీ March futures contract is purchased for a price of rupees 150. 150 rupees ki ikkada kontunnadu, and that contract he is going to sell in future. So each contract is having 5 lakh rupees of contract here. He is assuming that he can sell it in future. Present he want to purchase. Current spot price is what? 150 rupees. For example, when what happens when the spot price in March decreases to rupees 140? అతను కొనేటప్పుడు 150 ఉంది, అదే 140కి డిక్రీస్ అయిపోయింది అనుకోండి, అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తాడు? షార్ట్ పొజిషన్ లో ఉన్న అతను 10 రూపీస్ లాస్ కదా అతనికి. 5 lakhs కాంట్రాక్ట్ కి 10 రూపీస్ లాస్ అవుతుంది. because the price is reduced, you know. So what this person is going to do is, rancher is going to gain 10 rupees by selling the future contract for 150 rupees. ఇప్పుడు 140కి పడిపోయినప్పుడు కొనడం బెటర్ కదా. సో ఇమ్మీడియట్లీ వాట్ హీ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు డూ ఈస్, ఆ 150 ఏదైతే ఉందో దాట్ హీ విల్ క్లోజ్ ఇట్ అవుట్ అండ్ హీ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు పర్చేస్ ఇట్ at 140 rupees to gain the 10 rupees. So then effective price will be 150 rupees. Okay. And in case if it is 160 rupees, అతను అనుకున్నదా 150 రూపీస్ కంటే ప్రజెంట్ స్పాట్ ప్రైస్ కంటే 160కి ఇంక్రీస్ అవుతుంది అనుకోండి, అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తాడు? 10 రూపీస్ గెయిన్ వస్తుంది కదా అతనికి, అంతే కదా. అతను అమ్మాడు అనుకోండి, అతనికి 10 రూపీస్ గెయిన్ వస్తుంది కదా, అతని దగ్గర ఉన్న ఫీడర్ ఏదైతే ఉందో అది. సో అక్కడ సేల్ చేస్తాడు. సేల్ చేసి ఏం చేస్తాడు? 160 దగ్గర సేల్ చేస్తాడు, 150 దగ్గర కొంటాడు. మళ్ళీ తర్వాత ఏం చేస్తాడు? మళ్ళీ 160కి ఇంక్రీస్ అయినప్పుడు మళ్ళీ సేల్ చేస్తాడు. ఇలా ప్రాఫిట్ అనేది ఈ విల్ బి హెడ్జింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ వన్ కేస్ టు ద అదర్ కేస్. సో ఇలా చేసేదాన్ని ఏమంటాం అంటే షార్ట్ హెడ్జింగ్ అంట. సో ఇలాగే మీరు లాంగ్ హెడ్జింగ్ కూడా మీరు ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తీసుకోవచ్చు. ఓకే. I think this is enough for today.